Hello everyone. Hello and welcome back to the Great Estani Chronicles. So, yesterday we finally managed to get our friend Lay a non-guilty verdict. So what actually happened wasn't as elaborate as what I thought was happened. That happened. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But we learned that there are a lot of mysterious things happening, and we probably have more questions now than ever. So I have no idea where all of this is going. There's something strange happening in Japan around Kazuma-sama and Susato's father. But I guess we know soon enough what it's all about. Right now, just need to... Oh yeah, to go back in time.
It was a ghastly tale of a winter's night. One of an invisible killer and a crime perpetrated on the pavement along Briar Road. As the victim lay at death's door, the mystery of just who had stabbed the young lady from behind had been resolved. But no sooner had my friend saved that Eastern Exchange student from his harrowing plight, then in the dim, flickering shadows of gaslight did a second bizarre crime rend the stillness of that very night. I dare say most can still recall the sensational headlines of the day. Haunted apartment of death, the condemned criminal's curse, the dread demon of coal gas.
Demon?
Yet, though the great detective had at once discerned the truth upon his arrival at the scene, it only proved to be the overture that announced the rising of the curtain on a most tragic play.
Oh. My name is Inosuke Naruhodo. I'm a fledgling lawyer, just starting out on my journey. 6 months ago, I arrived as a visiting student of law, having made the long voyage across the sea from the Empire of Japan to here, London, England. And on the way, in quite extraordinary circumstances, I made the acquaintance of a world-famous detective. Currently, I reside in the attic of the detective's own lodging, from where I run my legal consultancy of sorts. I successfully defended a number of clients in Britain's highest court, the Old Bailey. But since a particularly grueling and unforgettable legal battle 4 months ago now, I haven't returned to the courtroom. In truth, I lost my right to return. Wait, what? But that epic trial was just one small part of an epic tale. A tale which was now about to awaken from slumber. Thanks to a letter that arrived this morning from my homeland. Wait, what? What? What a delicious smell wafting up the stairs. Must be nearly time for breakfast. I'd better go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite and say good morning to the great detective and his flatmates. "30th of August, 7:28 a.m. Sholmes' suite." Ah, Bruno. Good. I was just about to call up to you. The bacon's ready. Good morning, Iris. It smells delicious, as usual. Before we eat, though, I have some news. Shh! Not another word, Mr. Naruto. This could be just the truest thing for my pre-breakfast stagnation-repelling mental stimulation. My dear fellow. His what? Pre-breakfast stagnation-repelling mental stimulation? What is that? Morning to you too, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, yes, I see. So, that's it. The truth is as clear to me as day. My faculties of observation have revealed it again. What? What are you talking about? You, Mr. Naruto, you have, this very morning, met with a surprise. Well, is that not the case? Really, my dear fellow, it barely warrants explanation. Firstly, your hair is particularly unkempt. Unkempt? Somewhat reminiscent of a bird's nest. Okay. Secondly, you have neglected to fasten the third button of your jacket. Clearly, when considered together, these two facts point to you having been flustered this morning. Can I talk now? But of course, though I don't look for admiration, you understand. My hair always looked like this. It's been this way since I first met you. Oh, it has? And the button was ripped off last night, if you remember. By you? How they pulled your button off? What were they doing last night? Oh yes, I recall the incident now. It was after supper, was it not? As the evening advanced, I picked up my violin and began to play the wailing notes of a haunting tune. But then, to my utter dismay, the third string snapped. Why did it have to happen? Why? Little wonder then, that in my vexation, I grabbed the first button I saw and ripped it from its proper place. Wait, what? Well, I'd like it back now, please. It's troubling to me that I can't fasten my jacket. And it's troubling to me that you expect me to know where it is. Somewhere thereabouts on the floor, one presumes. Oh, well, that's helpful. What matters at the present time, my dear fellow, is simply whether or not my deduction was unerring. But Hurley, Bruno said it when he came in, didn't he? I had a surprise this morning. Well, that really is a surprise. Yes. This man is the pride of the British Empire. The famous consulting detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. There can't be a single person in the world who doesn't know his name. Alright then, enough of this silly conversation. Come and eat this bacon before it goes cold. And I have new herbal tea for you to try too. My latest special blend. And here we have Iris Wilson, Mr. Sholmes' lodger and companion. I don't know why they're making new presentations for the characters, but okay. Maybe, I mean, oh yeah, because it used to be 2 different games, or yeah. A truly exceptional young girl who's the author of a highly successful serialization here in London. Yes, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, as published in Rand's magazine. I mean, isn't Rand's magazine just her? So, Mr. Naruhodo, won't you put us out of our misery? What surprised you this fine morning? Well, I received a letter from Japan. Oh, from Susie, you mean? Was it? Really? That's right, and she had some rather startling news, in fact. Ah, intriguing indeed. You must tell us about it over breakfast. Oh yes, what fun. Is there anything to examine? There are different pieces of evidence from cases you solved on there, Mr. Sholmes. Not quite, Mr. Naruhodo, not quite. These trinkets are a selection from cases I've solved with particular aplomb. They are souvenirs of my success. Memories, Mr. Naruhodo. Memories. Really? So, tell me about the case in which the bust of Napoleon featured. I forget. Memories, he says. Wonderful, Mr. Scholes. Wonderful. Ah, yes. This is where you note down ideas, isn't it, Iris? What's in the melting pot today? The blue carbuncle? Carbuncle? What? Oh yes, it's from a case of thefts that Hurley solved ages ago. The theft of a precious stone. A carbuncle is another name for a garnet, you see, especially if it's cut with a rounded top. Okay. Oh, really? And this garnet was blue, was it? Well, that's the thing. They're usually red. No blue garnets have ever been discovered. Oh. So who knows what the stolen gemstone actually was? That's the real mystery of the case. Ah, a proper Sherlock Holmes conundrum, eh? I can type with my eyes shut, you know? Oh, I can believe it. When the deadline is approaching, you sound like a Gatling gun. Oh, that reminds me of a dream I had the other day. It was such a funny one. It woke me, actually. I was typing for a whole hour in the pitch black, but I didn't make a single mistake. Oh, that's incredible. But then, when I got light, I found that there wasn't any paper in the machine. Oh no. Now, I wonder if I'd actually been typing at all. I think you must just have fallen asleep on the job. I don't think I want to look at everything again. There's nothing. Oh, the machine is back. that machine really is imposing, isn't it? But I can never remember its name. Hurley calls it his great analytoscope. It can analyze anything at all. Oh, that doesn't really help me. What does analyzing something even mean? Ah, an extremely astute question, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Well, as Iris said, my machine here spits out analysis results of anything with which you care to present it. But how to interpret those results? That's the key. And I confess, I have no idea. Ah, okay. Clearly, I'm going to have to construct a great analytoscope to solve the problem. That might not help. A skull. A violin. Ah yes, Mr. Shaw's faithful musical companion. Wasn't this violin made by somebody famous? Oh yes, it's a Stradivarius. Though, I'm afraid you'd have to save up for 100 years before you could afford one, Bruno. But didn't you buy it for a song, Mr. Shaw's? I found it at a pawnbrokery among the forfeited articles. It clearly said Stradivarius on the label. What? The ignorant broker had no idea of its true value, you see, so I paid a mere 55 shillings for it. Yes, I have something of a turn for shopping. Haddock shops, bargain hunter. But is it really a Stradivarius then? But of course, my dear fellow, it said so on the label. I think perhaps the ignorant broker had something of a turn for selling. He's got a pipe. Okay. Hey, there's a fire there. Oh, when it gets to this time of year, Londoners seems to leave the hearth, hearthers alight all day long. I love it. The light. Wait, how do you pronounce hearth? 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 I'm not sure. Let me check quickly. Okay, that's what I thought. Hearth, alight all day long. And I love it. There's something very relaxing about watching the flames flit and dance about. But a fireplace in days of summertime is a waste of space. Really, no use at all. Oh, rather like a quick detective in days of no crimes and no criminals, early? But consider this. Instead of a fireplace, a frost place. That's my latest idea. A fridge? An extraordinary hearth from which emanates a cool breeze in the hot summer month. What do you think? I think if you invented such a thing, your name would go down in history. The principle is extremely simple. One must, of course, light a cold fire in the hearth. Wait, what? Oh yes, of course. Brilliant. Brilliant. The trouble is, none of the fires I built ever burn cold. How it taunts me. Oh, so as you British say, it's a bit of a damn squib? A damp squib? Okay, let's talk to Harlock. Oh, so this is the letter that arrived from Japan this morning, by international post. Oh, how lovely! Look at Susie's beautiful writing. I wish I could read it. And how is your judicial assistant faring, may I ask? Oh, she's very well, thank you. In fact, according to what she's written, she actually appeared as a lawyer at the Japanese Supreme Court and won a case. Oh, really? Oh, isn't she wonderful? Oh, she is, Iris, she is. A kind of your good self, my dear fellow. One guess too, you know. Apparently, Miss Natsume appeared in the trial as a witness. Natsume. Natsume? No, I don't recall that name. Of course you do. We helped the man twice. You know, in those two cases that took place on Briar Road 6 months ago. Ah, the moustache stretchy man with a somewhat feline eyes and a moustache. He didn't have two moustaches, had he? Oh yes, who could forget those two cases? They made a very deep impression on me. Oh well, it doesn't seem so, but okay. Although I must confess, the details are a little hazy now. A very deep impression they made on you. Clearly. So, what was this startling news penned by Miss Susato? Oh, do you remember the case of the haunted lodgings, Mr. Sholmes? Ah, yes, it's very interesting, you know. I don't feel entirely uncertain that a case of that nature did not occur. Wait, what? He's totally forgotten then. Anyway, in her letter, Mr. Sato asked that, Sato-san asked that we read over her case notes again and investigate further. Although it took place half a year ago? For what purpose? Because of something that Mr. Natsume said to her, apparently. He suggested that the real reason why she was called back to Japan so suddenly might have something to do with that case of the haunted lodgings. Oh! On Mr. Natsume's return to Japan, Sato-san's father questioned him about the case, she says. And something Mr. Natsume said appeared to trouble Professor Mikotoba, prompting him to send a telegram. Oh, that case? Oh, yes. It was very strange, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. And I had compiled the whole story into a nice, neat manuscript, ready for publication too. But then, Hurley here was all funny about it, remember? He was very mean. The story must not be published, you said. Very mysterious as well. Oh, really? I said that. Are you sure? Do you perhaps know something about it as well, Mr. Sholmes? about why Sato-san was suddenly told 4 months ago that she had to return to Japan? Sato-san's repatriation. Repatriate. Oh, it's been 4 months now since we waved Susie off at Dover. It was such a shock, wasn't it? The way she just suddenly announced that she had to go back to Japan. Indeed it was. Due to a telegram she received from her homeland, I believe. Oh, that's right. Telling her to return urgently. Yes, because her father had passed away. No. It just said he was suffering from a high fever, the cause of which was unknown. He's not dead. But according to this letter, that news about her father's fever was just a ruse. A ruse? So, Susie's daddy lied to her so that she'd make the voyage back home? Why? Why would he do that? I have to admit, I have absolutely no idea. But she believes it's almost certainly related to the case of the haunted lodgings. Sending her back to Japan so suddenly like that. I wonder what Sato-san's father is hiding. Gotta say, I wonder as well. Hurley, do you know what it's all about? Oh, well, who can say? When did he dress up, by the way? What? But you said... Please! I have engagements, my dear fellow. My calendar is quite surprisingly full today. What? He's hiding something. And a stringent analysis of the matter would be excessive, I feel, even if I were quite at leisure. So, man the fort in my absence, won't you, Iris? Oh, I will, Hurley, don't worry. See you later. He scuttled off rather quickly there. What's... I think perhaps Professor Mikotoba isn't the only person hiding something here. Sasaki-san was involved in 2 cases, but only one of them was forbidden from being published. Is this... Wait, is this... The Hound of the Baskervilles? No. Wait, what? But, of all people, Mr. Sholmes. Aha! I found them at last. Iris, are they? Oh, the notes about the case? That's right. Susie and I compiled them together. The case of the haunted lodgings. Do you want to read them, Bruno? Another case that Sholmes doesn't want to publish? That's weird. Absolutely. Thank you, Iris. I have no idea what secrets could still be hiding in the shadows of this case. But perhaps as I read over the notes again, something might come to light. That's the spirit. And so, Iris and I decided to read over the case notes again together. Everything from what happened to our investigation and that fierce battle in court that followed. Reliving every detail. I just need to find a clue. And I have all the time in the world. Because of course, I'm no longer allowed to practice law in the court of Great Britain. Nostalgia. Naruhodo-san, living in nostalgia of his past cases. It was 6 months ago, a mysterious incident that unfolded on the wintry streets of London. The wintry streets of London? Wintry? What does wintry mean? Wintry. Wintry. Oh, relating to or characteristic of winter. Okay. Wintry. I never saw that word before. Oh, that poor woman. Oh, but she's not dead. A young woman was found lying on the snowy pavement of Briar Road with a knife in her back. Fortunately, her life was spared, but she was unconscious for several days following the incident. The fog was thick and nobody saw her attacker, but by a cruel twist of fate, a visiting Japanese student was walking behind her at the time and was duly arrested. That man was Sasaki-san, and the man who effected his arrest was Mr. Sholmes. Believing in our compatriot's innocence, Sato-san and I decided to represent Sasaki-san in court. And after a grueling trial of many twists and turns, we finally managed to prove his innocence. Oh, joyful, joyous jubilation! Was the man's reaction after the trial, but his jubilation was short-lived. Oh, give me a second. We received a telegram from Mr. Sholmes the following morning. The victim of the Briar Road stabbing has regained consciousness. Hurry to Bath at once. So, Susato-san and I summoned a handsome, and headed immediately to the hospital. Oh, 21st of February, 5:30 a.m. St. Bartholomew's Hospital, Recovery Ward. Oh, there you are, Dust. Good morning, Mr. Sholmes. I think not. Wait, what? Huh? You're late. What on earth took you so long? Oh, your telegram only arrived at 5 o'clock, Mr. Sholmes. And it's a 20-minute ride to the hospital. To the hospital. That's right. And it's 5:30 now. I think we made a very good time. The time is utterly irrelevant. The fact is, I've been waiting for what felt like an eternity. Why is he being so... Why is he being a jerk now? In point of fact, I myself was awoken at 4 this morning by a telegram boy. and feeling it was somewhat unjust that I alone had been roused at such an hour, I sent one to you. What? What? Well, thanks for that. Anyway, you're here now, so the victim is over there. She's only regained consciousness. She's only just regained consciousness. Oh, wait, she's very round. You should introduce yourselves, and I shall observe from here. What? So that's the lady who was found on the snow-covered pavement with a knife in her back. Oh, her name is... oh yes, here we are. Miss Green. Okay. Court records. What do we have? Second-hand book receipt. A receipt for some books that Mr. Natsumi purchased at a second-hand shop. It was submitted as evidence in the trial the other day. Why do we have those? Okay. What's that? Look, there's a photograph in this frame here. Who's that man? Oh yes, it's a picture of a young gentleman. He looks to be about the same age as Miss Green, I would say. Really? Perhaps the young woman's special someone, do you think? Oh my, Naruto-san. I didn't know you had a sense for matters of the heart. Oh, not in the least. I sincerely said the first thing I thought of. Wait, is it her? This rounded wooden figure isn't the most charming, is it? Oh, I don't think this is decoration. Naruto-san. It's an artist's mannequin, I believe, used when practicing sketching the human form in different poses. Really? It's not exactly what you call a typical figure for that purpose, though, is it? No, I suppose not. I confess I've never seen one quite so full-figured before. Well, the man is obviously drawing her, so he needs to have proportionally proportional tools. Well, if you want to draw a full-figured person, it's the right tool for the job. I guess it is. Oh, there's what's the name of those? Where you put canvases to paint? Ah, this looks like the patient's treatment notes. Let's see. Do not feed. Wait, what? What is this place? A zoo? Oh, you know, I seem to remember seeing an almost identical sign in a local park. For the pigeons, yes. This is a person. Poor woman. I hope she hasn't read this. Oh, that must be a bag of Miss Green's personal belongings. Well, she would have been brought directly here after she was found stabbed on the pavement, though. Oh, I expect a friend or family member probably brought some things for her. Alright then, let's see what's inside. Really? Okay. A change of clothes, no doubt, and... no, Naruto-san. You must never scrutinize a young maiden's personal belongings. But the young maiden might have chocolates, or biscuits, or caramels. A mouse. Oh, Naruto-san. An enormous mouse. I'd say it's a rat at this point. A vermin in a hospital? That doesn't seem the best. But it looks like a very healthy specimen, doesn't it? It's very plump. I'm not sure we can say that that's down to the excellence of this facility, if that's what you were thinking. There are lots of bottles in that cabinet on there. Do you think it's safe to keep them like that? Oh, if you were a patient here, I feel sure you take some medicine by mistake when you were half asleep. Oh, that is a worry, but at least the cabinet has a lock, even if it's only a flimsy looking one. Oh, I've no doubt you managed to unlock that somehow, while you were half asleep as well. Oh, there are limits even to what I can do when I'm half asleep, you know, Sato-san? A rat? Okay. Ah, this looks like the treatment notes for whoever's occupying this bed. Let's see. Do not permit to run around the hospital. What? The patient doesn't seem to be here at the moment, so he or she is probably running around the hospital then. Oh dear, how worrying. What's worrying is why they haven't discharged the patient yet. There are all sorts of medicine in this cabinet, look. I'm not sure if it's safe leaving them in reach of everyone like this. Oh yes, you're right. I can imagine if you were peckish, you might try a whole bottle of two. Well, at least there seems to be a little lock to secure the cabinet doors. I don't imagine it would stop you if you were hungry. I worry that you'd break the lock. Hunger don't turn me into a criminal, you know? Sato-san. Okay, let's talk to the woman. It's green. Good morning? Huh? Hello? I am, Ryusuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Oh, she looks so sad. Oh no, was it your knife that? Are you the man who? Oh no, I'm a lawyer. Oh, and I'm Sato Mikotoba. Pleased to meet you. Oh no, was it your knife then? Are you the one? Oh no, I assure you, I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. We heard that you'd regained consciousness and wanted to come give you our best wishes. Oh, best wishes? For me? Oh, thank you. I'm Olive Green. I'm an artist. Well, no, that's not right, is it? What I mean is, I'm trying to be an artist. Oh well, what I really mean is, I desperately want to be an artist. But the truth is, I don't have any talent. I know I don't. Oh, it's no wonder I was stabbed in the back. What? What are you saying? I don't think that's related, actually. Oh gosh, this young woman seems to bend over backwards to put herself down. Seeing as we're here, We should ask her about what happened from her perspective, I suppose. About the incident. To suddenly be struck in the back by a blade as you were walking around the pavement. What a terrible experience you had, Miss Green. We didn't... You didn't ask her? That's not a question. Well, it was so cold that day, and the fog was so thick, I couldn't see a thing. That was 4 days ago now, I think. Is that right? Oh, yes, that's right. I'm afraid you've been comatose all that time. Oh, but the case has been solved, hasn't it? While I've been here, in hospital, I mean. Indeed it has, my dear madam. Spectacularly. By none other than I, Herlock Sholmes. Wait, what? No, we did it. Mr. Sholmes, as you well know, it was Naruhodo-san hard work in court that solved the case. Are you yet to hear what happened, Miss Green? Oh yeah, I'm afraid so. A gentleman from the police force is supposed to be coming to fill me in shortly. Oh, I see. Me coming round seems to have made everyone frantically busy. I'm so sorry. I should never have regained consciousness. It was selfish of me. Oh no, we're also relieved that you're on the mend. Miss Green, we really are. With that kind of attitude, maybe her surname should be Blue, not Green. So, you're an artist, are you, Miss Green? Oh no, I couldn't possibly claim that. I'm a fledgling? I'm a fledgling artist, at best. I mean, I'm a student of art, really, at the Thorndyke Academy of Fine Arts. Oh my, an Academy of Fine Arts. Great Britain is such a wonderful country. Oh, tell me, Miss Green, do you live hereabouts? Oh no, actually, I don't deserve it, but I have a little flat on Brixton Road. I see. How very interesting. Oh no, is it? Brixton is some 10 stops away on the underground from here. And Thorndyke Academy is a mere 3-minute walk from Brixton Town Centre. Does that matter, Mr. Sholmes? Perhaps not, but Briar Road is the farthest salubrious part of town by comparison, dwelt in by those of inferior means, including the maleficent Mr. Moustache. Inferior means? I suppose Saki-san does fit the bill. It struck me as somewhat out of the ordinary for a young fine arts student to be walking in such a district. That's all. What's this? She suddenly climbed up. Mr. Sholmes, you should be ashamed of yourself, prying into a young maiden's private affairs. Ha 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 ha! Oh dear me! Do forgive me! If you don't mind. I'm being discharged shortly, so I need to pack up my things. Oh yes, of course. We won't keep you. Thank you so much, Miss Green. Is there a Narufoda here? Mr. Narufoda? Narufoda now? Well, if you're looking for Naruhodo, the lawyer, that's me. Mr. Naruhodo, good. This is for you. It's a message from Mr. Saucy Nutmeg. Wait, what? Mr. Natsume? Saucy Nutmeg? Oh, what? Sent a message to me? But why would a policeman be delivering a message from Mr. Natsume? From Natsume-san? Exactly. What's going on? What's a Scotland Yard constable doing playing delivery boy at this time in the morning? Oh, what are you waiting for? Let me see that. Oh, wait, what? Hey, that's a letter for me. Well, this is most unexpected. Is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes? Is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes, he says. Have you not seen this note? Well, no, we haven't. No, how could I have? It would seem that London's criminals have no intention of letting the great detective rest. A new case calls. A case of murder, no less. We must depart at once. Oh, murder? Call a cab. Time is of the essence. But the trouble is, we've yet to read Mr. Nasumi's note. I was thinking we ought to pay him a visit in his lodgings once we did. That will be entirely convenient. Convenient? Oh, what do you mean? It's all here in the note, my dear fellows. The murder we must investigate took place at Mr. Moustache's lodging. What? Wait, what? Oh, I hail a fiacre at once. Fiacre? 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 Fiacre. 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 Okay. It was only yesterday that Suzuki-san was in court, and we were spreading doubts about his innocence. And now, the very next day, there's a murder at the man's own address? Come on now. He may very well be the unluckiest man alive. Or so it seemed to us at the time, but we were soon to discover it was worse than we thought. 21st of February, 7:18 a.m. Mr. Natsume's lodgings, ground floor. Oh, this dude is dead? What on earth? Oh my, the gentleman is deceased. Without question, he's dead. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo, Esquire. Oh, Natsume-san. Oh, why? Why is this happening? Why to me? I've only just got out of court yesterday. I was suddenly home after 2 days of misery. And then I wake up the next day to this. No early bird should catch a worm like this. waffle worm without wiggle. I see you in high spirits again this morning, Mr. Moustache. Ah! Not the horrible hairlock shows. Shoo! Show off! Show yourself the door! I never invited you! Oh, Mr. Sholmes came here with us. I'm quite sure he'll be able to help you. Natsume-san. I am entirely at your disposal, Mr. Moustache. What can I do for you? What? Oh, here they are already. The Buzzy Buddies. Ah, Inspector Gregson. What a brilliant surprise. Pleasant, is it? Give me heartburn every time I see your face at a crime scene, Sholmes. Ha! I deduce, Inspector, that your heartburn is a result of your excessive consumption of fried food. Good morning, Inspector. This is a crime scene. You don't go touching anything. Oh, good morning to you too, Sunshine. What's all going on? Why is this dude dead? Oi! I said hands off! You're gonna mess up with my crime scene! Oh, no, I just wanted to look, that's all. No chance! I know your kind! You'll mess it up just by looking at it! Someone's in a bad mood. There's certainly some bad air in here, isn't there? Ha 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 ha! Alright. Sound like I'd better talk to the inspector first and try to curry some favor. You know what? I'm quite tired. So I think we're gonna stop here for tonight. Sadly. But damn, Suzuki-san, what happened? It's kinda weird. He really is unlucky. Anyway, we're probably gonna continue that tomorrow. More night. Well, in the meantime, please take care and stay safe. And I hope to see you tomorrow then. Bye.